Welcome back to the Big Three, the only three, the Deep Three NBA show. I'm your host, Miguel Fernandez. I'm here with my co-host, Nicholas Lujan.
What's up, guys? We back at it again. NBA show. We back and live right before All Star break.
Yes, sir. All-Star break coming up, a much-needed break from the NBA with the slow news week. This week, post-trade deadline, teams are really, you've seen a lot of guys resting before the All-Star break. A lot of guys sitting out these next for tonight's games and yesterday's games. I'm excited for All-Star weekend.
Not really. It's only the teams that guys aren't gonna play, but the other guys did play though, because they're
I
gonna
feel
have
like
a
I,
long
I
break.
feel like I've seen a lot of guys on the injury report.
Don't they get extra days right after the All Star too? Like 2-3 days.
Yeah, it's gonna be like 8 games, 8 days off. I'm thinking something like that.
Just like yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for
Today's the
All-Star
last
weekend
game
though. I'm
tomorrow.
ex- I'm excited for the dunk contest. I feel like it's gonna be a fun one.
You think so?
Yeah, because Jalen Green's got trampoline for sneakers.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to watch it. I'm kind of tired. Can't
Oh, would you
watch it.
work on Saturday?
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be watching that. And I've always liked the skills challenge. I've always found that entertaining too. I like now that they have the big men in it. I feel like that's a good wrinkle to it. But it's different this year, I thought. I'm gonna see. Or it might be a different challenge
I'm
where
not
it's
sure.
like
They added a new challenge, I think.
where it's three, it's like teams of three. It's rookies, and then it's the Cavs, and then the Giannis and his two brothers are on the team.
Yeah, I know they did add
What
like a
is that?
something else. They brought back an old challenge or something like
I
that.
think it's like the shooting stars one that they had before. I probably should have had this information before we started. But yeah, I know I'm not really sure what the other game is though, or the other competition is. I know it's three
Uh,
teams of three, but it doesn't matter. And then the 3-point contest is usually the best show of the night.
yeah.
So
The
I'm
the
excited for
Rising
that one.
Stars one is gonna be good because of the mini tournament.
Oh yeah, and the Rising Stars Challenge. I've always liked that game too because of the young guys. They take that shit kind of serious. And I
Yeah, but this
remember,
year's like they changed it a lot.
yeah, they put G League players in it, so it's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
And your boy just got named the injury replacement. I'm not sure for who, but Bones Highland and
Bones Highland.
Kaminga are both injury replacements.
That's good. I don't know how they didn't make it.
Yeah, I don't know how Kaminga didn't make it for sure. I feel like he's having a really good
Yeah,
season.
Kaminga could have made it, but like Bones Highland, he be doing his thing. He don't get that much minutes as the other rooks, but
But as of recent, he has. I feel like recently he's been getting a lot of burn.
yeah, he has.
But like throughout the season, his minutes have
That's
been going up and up.
It's gonna be hard though. They got Composite and Forbes
Yeah, you got a lot of vets over there. But
and
for
Monte Moore,
today's
a bunch of guards. So
yeah, Monte Morris closed it out yesterday.
yeah, he had a game winner.
Yeah, but so for today's episode, we're gonna be answering more Reddit questions, just running through these, and yeah, let's just hop straight into it.
Let's
I think
go.
this one fits both of us. That's why I took this question out. It said fans who have no direct connection to your team's state or city, how or why did you decide to that was the team that you wanted to root for? I'll
Mm.
let you go first.
So like it'll just be like
You're a Philly
if
fan
they're
and you're not from Philly. Why do you like
okay.
Philly? That's
So
really
I
the
like
question.
yeah. So the reason why I like Philly is because when we went to the first game, what did I tell you? What did I tell you?
I don't remember
You
what you're
remember?
talking about. No.
You don't remember when we went to the Patriots game? I'm like, bro, I'm a Philly fan now, just because the atmosphere. It was my first NBA game too. Not even that. It was just more the atmosphere, the fans. I love how the fans are. They're harsh on you, and when you're playing good, they're obviously gonna be there. But they'll let you know. I like the fans. I like Philly fans a lot. The arena's always loud, good energy. It's just mostly because of the fans, the energy. More than anything, Joel Embiid obviously. Joel Embiid, watching him play, he looked unstoppable. He's unstoppable. And every time we go watch him, he goes crazy. So like
Yeah.
it's crazy. I don't think
So
we went to any Sixers game and being played bad.
the only teams that he really plays bad against are like the Raptors and shit. Like I remember a couple years ago, he had the game where he had like 0 points. It was against the Raptors. That's really the only team that he really like has poor games against. So more often than not, it's a couple of these guys. I don't know if you've seen it. I know we talked about it, me and you, but like the streak with 25 plus, Giannis is snapped, and so did Joel Embiid snap. So now
Yeah,
LeBron is the only one with the active streak, or the longest streak. I know they were all three of them tied.
after the Celtics game, yeah.
Yeah,
And B had 7 or 6 game consecutive 35 plus points. So.
yeah. I think he was 20 something,
His
22
last
or
game,
23 of
his
25
last game,
plus.
yeah, his last 6 games he was averaging 35.
Where that's like what DeMar DeRozan's doing right now too. He's
Yeah,
on a streak. But for
he's going
me,
wild.
I'm obviously not from Miami, but Miami's really the first team I really started following. And D Wade's my favorite player of all time. That was my favorite player when I started watching basketball. So I just grew to love the team itself. I just like what they're all about, the culture. That's really my reason into liking them. They're really the first team I really got into. I
Yeah, they
started
got a
watching
great culture.
during the when LeBron got there during the Mavs run. When they
Yeah, I
played
was
the
about to
Mavs
say
and they lost.
that was probably the craziest time.
Yeah. This time is really close to it, the way they've
Yeah,
been
you guys
playing.
close. You guys can make a run this year for the
Yeah,
finals.
this is the best I've felt about them since the LeBron teams. Like even when the first year they went to the finals, I wasn't expecting them to get to the finals. I thought they had a chance, but I didn't think
Yeah,
they was about to get there.
I just think, yeah, like out of all the teams in the East, y'all probably are number one.
Yeah, we gotta see them healthy. We want Victor Oladipo to come back.
Just because the Bucks, I feel like they're too small. Like even if Ibaka comes back, they're still gonna be small.
Yeah,
Because what are you gonna do? Are you gonna sign Greg Monroe? Is that really gonna happen?
even if it does, is it really a needle mover?
I think it's for rebounding coming off the bench. It could help them. They need something going like rebound. Like Phoenix exposed them. You know what I'm saying? Phoenix and Warriors are the best two teams right now. Like and
But I don't know. Why do you say Phoenix exposed them though? Exposed them when
when
this season?
they played their first game and they got blown out by like 30.
I don't know. I would say Phoenix is a better team than right now, but I don't know if they exposed them because it all depends on how Brook Lopez looks when he comes back.
They're too small.
Yeah,
That's why they went and picked up Serge Ibaka.
yeah,
They struggle
they
with
were
Brook
short of big
Lopez.
man.
Brook Lopez doesn't. I don't even know when he's coming back.
Yeah,
And he's definitely a
those
great.
back injuries, them shits is those are killers.
Yeah, I
You just
think
never know the timetable.
They just I don't know. They just expose them. They look really bad. Yeah, it's just one game, but still.
I still think I would say they're the best team in Eastern Conference when healthy, but
I don't
I
know.
think they're beatable
I
though.
don't agree.
I don't think they're the. I think they are the best team, but I think they're beatable. I think any of these teams are beatable, honestly, except for the Suns. The Suns looking scary. Like they're looking scary. But we can move on to the next question. Does Giannis have a ceiling? And if yes, what is it? I think
A
my initial
ceiling?
thought is
No,
he has no ceiling.
he has no ceiling. It's just yes, I agree too. Reason why? Because every year, bro, his first thing was his problem was really shooting. And ever since you know what I'm saying he's been that ever since the last 2 seasons, he's just been shooting. He's shooting 77% from the free throw line. He used to be a 58, 68, 60% shooter. The three balls falling. His jumper looks smoother. I mean, he was already unstoppable taking to the lane. Like he literally has no ceiling at this point. He's just gonna get better and better. He's taking like the same way LeBron went about it with his
Yeah,
shooting.
for sure. Like
Like
he's got
LeBron was not a
everything.
great shooter. He was not this type of shooter at this point. But you know what I'm saying? He just each season he just gets better and better, and it just looks way smoother. So this season was with the but probably the best we've seen him shoot. I think overall, like just
Yeah,
threes, catch and shoot,
this season.
free throws are dropping. You know what I'm saying? So he's just getting better and better. And then defending wise, like come on, that's a depot play right there. And then he got the height. He don't got to worry about nothing. Yeah, he literally has no ceiling. That's what I think.
Yeah, for sure.
What
I
do
don't
you?
think he has a ceiling either. And you just see that like he's gotten better every single year at like everything. Like his handle has gotten extremely better. His
Yeah,
playmaking is at a different level right now as well. He can make any pass on the court. He can see over everybody. He's already a defensive player of the year. He's not the best shooter, but he's still a walking 30 and 15.
Yeah,
Like
you still don't. I
you
don't
can't.
think
He
you want to
still
leave him
can't guard
open
him.
now.
What?
I don't think you could leave him open. Like something he be making teams pay for it.
Yeah, that's still a shot you want him to take, but
It is
it's
a shot you
still.
do want to take him, let him take, but still though, like it's not like before where saying he could go 0 for 5 and he gets frustrated. He's just gonna let them keep going.
Yeah, we go to the next question. Who are players who will be in the role player Hall of Fame? I love this
Mm.
question. We can just go back and forth.
We
I'm gonna
could
throw a
build
guy out.
based off this season.
I guess anytime, any season. You can go right now, it doesn't matter. But if we starting off, I'm throwing Trevor Ariza in there.
Yeah,
All-time role player.
Trevor Ariza's there. I think Jay Crowder's there. Jay Crowder's
PJ
one.
Tucker.
Yeah, I was gonna say PJ Tucker too. Um,
I
I
want to
think
say
Seth Curry has become a great role player. I think, but he's been with the Trailblazers, Philly. Now look at him in the Warriors. Not even that before. I think personally he could be.
JaVale McGee.
JaVale McGee is a good role player too.
You got
Um,
Udonis Haslem.
hell no.
All time
Role
for sure.
player?
3 rings.
Oh
He
man,
has
he was
three
barely
rings.
playing those last 2 seasons.
He played
Dude,
in every ring we got. He played.
man,
He was
barely.
there for all of
I
them.
don't know. I don't know. I don't know about that one. No cap. I really don't know about that one.
Those other players you named don't got no rings.
Still
Our boy
don't.
is a role player with a ring. That's
He
what
wasn't.
matters.
He was not doing what those guys were doing.
What? But you obviously you couldn't watch because you weren't watching. Like that's fine. But like my boy's an all-time role player. Just like Trevor Ariza, just like PJ Tucker, just like Avery Bradley, just
Every
like
every Gordon. Every
Eric
Gordon
Gordon's
could
a
be up
solid
there
role
too.
player. I don't know. That's solid though. You got shit. I couldn't even think of nobody else. Maybe
Um, I don't know who's another good role player right now.
let me see if they had any listed on the picture.
No,
Well, on
PJ's
the
one.
you got
Um,
damn. They don't have nobody listed. This is a good question though. We probably should have thought. Oh, what's his name?
TJ McConnell.
Hell no, bro. What? Did you say TJ McConnell?
Yeah, he
Hell
comes off the
no.
bench and does it. He be
Oh
coming off the
my.
bench doing
No,
good.
you told me that. I was wrong for saying Donis Haslam. You just said TJ McConnell.
Bro, that guy hasn't been playing, bro. What are you talking
But
about?
yes, we
Oh
said
my god.
all-time role players. It's not talking
That
about it doesn't
guy
have to be right now. Obviously, right now he doesn't play. But you're telling me 10 years ago when he was on the Heat and they
played
went to the
five
finals.
fucking minutes, literally.
When?
And then in the finals, bro, he probably played 5-10 minutes, bro.
Yo, you're drunk. Look at the numbers. 2006, he guarded Dirk Nowitzki the entire series. Exactly. Like it's all right, but if you don't know, if you've never seen him play, but it's all right.
I don't know. He's guys.
He's gassed.
Um, another
I forgot who
role
I was
player
gonna say.
center. I think there's a plenty of good centers in the league. JaVale McGee is good. Um, I don't know. Is there more?
Hold on. Tony
Does
Allen. That's
Manu
the
does
name I was
Manu
looking for.
does Manu count?
Tony Allen. Manu was an all-star. Tony Allen, all defensive player. We could just cut it there, but this isn't going nowhere. We can move on to
What's
the
the
next
next
one.
question?
Is being named to the top 75 players list enough to make a player a lock for the Hall of Fame?
I think it does.
Me too. I
I
agree.
think it does because it's based off what the last. It's 25 years, and if you can make that list, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Every what it's like almost every year they're naming guys for the Hall of Fame. So I think it does make it enough. I think accolades, obviously, some accolades are gonna boost other guys in the list, but if you can make that list, then I think you're good. Honestly,
Yeah, and there's players that didn't make the top 75 that I think are gonna make the Hall of Fame.
yeah, there are some. There's a couple
There's
that
a
are
good
gonna
amount.
make
Like
it.
Dwight Howard's a lock to make it. I think Rajon Rondo's gonna make the Hall of Fame. I think,
Clay.
yeah, Clay. Did Draymond make the top 75?
Yeah, he made it. I think he made it. No, I think he did make it. He should have made it. I'm not sure though. I think he did make it.
Yeah, I think players playing right now. I don't really know how many, like, unless I like out of the old guys, who do you think is gonna make the Hall of Fame? Besides the regulars,
Like,
like Kawhi
like
makes the Hall of Fame. Lock.
Locke, yeah, he does. Locke, his accolades are ridiculous. Even though Andrew Wiggins got the same amount of points as him. Cough, cough. If you guys know.
Because he played more seasons than him. My boy missed like 2-3 seasons all straight out to injury.
What that got to do? What that got to do
How
with
many
Andrew Wiggins just
how many
having the
All
same
NBA
amount?
teams does Andrew Wiggins have?
He's still young.
But how many All NBA teams does he
He
have?
should have gotten last year too. He would have had two.
Wait, got what, an All-Star team?
Yeah.
The Warriors were one of the worst teams in the NBA last season.
So look at DeJounte Murray.
DeJounte
Their
Murray
team
didn't
is
make
not
it.
that winning. If anything, they're like right there at the same pace.
That's
The
why he was
Warriors
an
were
injury
still winning.
replacement.
That still makes him an all-star though. He's playing at an all-star level.
Either way, but you said that like Andrew Wiggins is better than Kawhi.
Nah, but you also gotta look at that though. I think
So you
do.
think Andrew Wiggins makes the Hall of Fame?
He could. He has a chance. He's still young. He
I
really
don't
does.
think he makes the Hall of Fame. I think that would be nuts if he made it.
He really can. So
Does Kevin Love make it?
nah, he doesn't. I
Does
don't think
Kyle
he
Lowry
does.
make it?
Kyle Lowry, yeah, he makes it.
Probably. The Chris Paul's a lock. And then, yeah, besides that, like, I think I said Rondo's name, Iguodala probably makes it.
Rondo, Iguodala, um, is Bosch on it?
Chris Bosh?
Yeah.
Yeah, he made it already. He made the Hall of Fame already.
Oh yeah, they just announced him.
Yeah, he made it last season.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
really know.
you gotta wait 5 years. You gotta wait 5 years right after you retire
I think it's 3.
to make it.
I think it's 3. Because D-Wade made it, and he retired in 2018.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I think it's 3 years. We can move on to this next one. What is Josh Giddey's ceiling?
Josh Giddey's ceiling.
In games where Shai Gilgeous-Alexander doesn't play, he averages 17, 8, and 6.
That's a good start.
Currently on the season, he's averaging 12, 7, and 6.
But I think he definitely has a ceiling. I think he does.
Well, yeah, for sure.
Like playmaking wise, hell no. He's like up there, obviously. Rebounding wise, he's a guy who does everything. He's what? He just shot another triple double and twice in a week. What he's doing is obviously good. What he's doing for the team, he's a guy who makes players around him better, creates for other people, his playmaking. I just think he got to be more aggressive, at least offensively. You know, I think those, like you just said, when Shea isn't playing, he averages 17. Why does he have to wait Shea to be off the court? Like, you know what I'm saying? If you could stay aggressive, be more aggressive, add a little bit of muscle, I think he could be good. It's just offensive is the real question. Because what happens in the playoffs? What if they do the same thing to him as Ben Simmons? We don't know how he'll react to that.
They start just leaving him open.
Obviously, yeah. Like obviously, I'm not saying obviously he has a couple threes made. Like you know what I'm saying, it's not like he doesn't shoot them, but that could come. That's like a something they could do in the playoffs. But obviously, they're still young.
Yeah, so it's
the
still early
team
for
isn't
him to
that
be even
good.
talking about playoffs. They're not
Yeah,
gonna make it this season. Probably not next season.
but I think it's just offensively, he's just got to be a little bit better. I think it's just more aggressiveness and confidence on offense more than anything.
Yeah, for a ceiling, he kind of reminds me a lot of LaMelo Ball.
Yeah, that was just comparison. I was gonna say LaMelo, but it is the same thing. They drop the same type of numbers. They're just not as aggressive as LaMelo, though.
Yeah, it's hard because he's really like a player that's like you don't see a lot of players like him.
Yeah,
Like a taller version of Campazzo, like just flashy guys, I don't know. I think he could be an all-star though.
Yeah, he could be an all-star for sure, I think.
Kind of like low end. He could be like Joe Ingles, honestly, on the low end.
So Wingles?
Yeah, it's like a floor. I don't see why not. He has the IQ for it. He moves the ball well. I think he's gone like he's not. He's a better defender than we expected. I think that.
Yeah. I mean, body type wise, he has to get bigger though. He's
Yeah,
gonna
we'll
get
see.
back
Yeah,
down.
he still looks like a little boy.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know what I'm saying? You watch the Melo come in, he looks really small. You watch him now, a video of him when he was playing the Summer League, and a video of him now, it's a whole different LaMelo.
Yeah, he definitely put on a lot
Obviously,
of
his
weight.
body type, yeah, LaMelo put on weight, so that's what I would expect him to do. And it will
Okay.
help him for sure.
All right. So this next question, it's who makes your top 10 defensive players? I know that you said you didn't make a list,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
made one, and I'll let you react to my list. Pull it out. Bias aside, who do you think I have number one?
And number one, you got Rudy Gobert.
No, I have Bam
Damn.
Adebayo at number one. Is that being biased or am I
It
bugging?
is it is being biased.
You don't think he's the best player? You don't think he's the best defensive player in the NBA?
He's good. Yeah, he is good. But I don't know. You don't put Ben Simmons over Rudy Gobert, like that's wild. He always competes with him, and in some it's the same argument.
I mean,
Ben Simmons could guard
Ben
go
Simmons didn't
outside
make my
one through
list. He didn't
five.
play all season long, so he's not. Him and Kawhi both aren't on my list. I'm just letting you know now. This is this season, so like I didn't put Anthony Davis either because he's been out so much.
Yeah. All right, then yeah. If you don't have them on the list, then yeah, I agree.
Okay, Draymond Green is second for me. Would you
Yeah,
say he should have been first?
he's top three. He's. I think he's one or two. I
All
put
right.
him over Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, I have Rudy Gobert a little lower. At number three, I put Mikal Bridges.
Yeah, he's something else. That kid's special.
Yeah, he is Villanova
That
boy.
kid's
You didn't even know
special.
he went to Villanova.
I didn't know he did went to
You know
Villanova.
he's from Philly.
Nah, I didn't know he was from Philly, but I didn't know he
You
was
know
from
Philly
Villanova.
drafted him and traded him on draft night.
That's wild.
Yo, imagine he was on Philly right now, but that shit would be crazy.
Yeah,
Like that's like a perfect fit.
bro, his defense is his body type too.
Yeah, and he can shoot the
He's
ball.
so
He's efficient.
he has length. He has a touch on offense too. Man, his jump is so smooth, and he could take fadeaways. And he can actually score. If you watch him, they go to him, and he'll give you like 7, 8 a night, or just go off on a 15-point type of night, easy, any type of night.
Yeah, yeah, he's solid. At number four, I have Giannis. Do you think he should be higher on this list, or do you think four is a good spot for him?
I think I would still put him. I think I'll put him over Mikal Bridges, especially after that final run. You know what I'm saying, when he did, like
For
that's
sure.
wild. Him playing center. But I mean, he's up there. Obviously, Giannis is just ridiculous. His height is like he's about 6'11",
Yes, seven. He's pretty much
like
7 foot.
7 foot, and his body type
He's a
is ridiculous
generational. He's a
strength.
generational talent.
Yeah, he's for sure gonna be in the top five.
All right, number five is where I have Rudy Gobert. That's a good
All
spot
right,
for
that's
him.
fine. I'm surprised you ain't showing no bias towards him because the way you be
Rudy
talking
Gobert.
about
Nah, I'm not. I just respect him. I'm not biased towards him. I'm not saying he's the best defender in the
him,
league.
respect the guy who can only defend inside the perimeter. I guess so. You good?
But there's somebody else on it. No, there's nobody. It's probably no. Nah, probably not. I was gonna say there's somebody else on this list that does that too, but I'm looking down this list and it's not really. Anyway, moving on to number 6. The youngest guy on this list, I think, Evan Mobley.
Yeah, for sure. He's on his way to being in the top five.
For sure. He's
I think he
borderline
could
top
be.
5.
Yeah, I think like it's only his first year, and he's right there, like making his
Mm-hmm.
name. And I think he could definitely be better defender than obviously Mikal Bridges is still young too, good, but it's just like you know what I'm saying, he could switch 1 through 5 too. Like his height is perfect. He's
For
another
sure.
guy. And you know what I'm saying, obviously he's gonna get bigger. I think that he's probably gonna have to put up weight during this off season. But he really doesn't have to, honestly. just how tall he is. But for sure, I agree. That's a perfect position for him.
All right. Number 7, a personal favorite of yours, Alex Caruso at 7. No
Yeah,
reaction. Solid?
no, yeah, that's solid. That's solid too. I like him a lot, and we seen him switch. He could switch on big guys too. Like you know what I'm saying. Obviously, he's a guy that forces the double, but I'm saying he's not a guy you're gonna back down in the post like easily. None of that shit. So for sure, I agree with Caruso. This season, he's been so good.
All right.
But somehow the Bulls are still winning. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just wild.
Number 8, Jared Vanderbilt of the Minnesota Timberwolves.
The Timberwolves. You put him up there. That's wild.
Yeah, he's having a great defensive season. Like
Yeah.
he does a lot for them defensively. Offensively, obviously he's not the best on that team, like offensive wise, but defensively, him and Patrick Beverly really carried him and really muck everything up
No, yeah, they do the dirty work for them on
for
defense.
sure. At number 9, I have Matisse Dibo. Is that too low?
Nah, I feel like sometimes it'd be gas at him. Like
Yeah,
I'm not saying he's a bad
I
defender.
didn't want to be the one to say it, but I feel like he is
Like
a
I don't
little
think he.
overrated
Nah, I don't think he's a
defensively.
bad defender. I just feel like he just like you know what I'm saying, he doesn't get the enough minutes to him to even be considered top five.
No, I think
It's
he's a
not
great
even that.
defender, but I feel like people overrate his defense because
Nah, I don't. I don't think so.
I think he's a great stocks guy when it comes like blocks and steals and like playing off the ball. But I feel like on ball he could be beat. But I
Nah, I
think
don't
he does a
know.
great job at
I
defending
seen
off
him
the
play
ball.
against. I watch him a lot all the time. Fucking, he be physical self fighting through the screens. I don't know. He could. I
Yeah,
think.
fighting through screens and stuff like he's great at that. I'm
Yeah,
talking
but
about like
on
on an
ball though,
ISO. Yeah, I
on ball
think
he
he's a little
could. He
overrated.
could. You probably watching him going against James Harden and these other guys, but I don't. Every time I watch, he's still stopping guys. Even on one, he's just great. He has great hands. He could steal the ball, tip the ball.
Yeah, he's great. He's great at steals and like chase
I'm
down
just
blocks
talking
and
about
that type of stuff.
one on ones, he'll tip you the ball.
Me personally, he's still a top 10 defender to me in the NBA, but I just think his defense is a little overrated.
Like I'll
A
put
little bit.
Vanderbilt over him. I
You
put I
put
put Tybo I put Tybo over Vanderbilt.
That's fine. That's fine. You could the guys like from like 6 and down, you could really flip flop whichever one. Like if you told me you had Thibault at 6, I wasn't gonna argue with you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Outside the top 5, like it's a toss up. And at number 10, this is gonna surprise you. I have Robert Williams at number 10.
I'm a big fan of him. I wouldn't even be
I feel
mad.
like he's having a
He's
great
a baby
season
Bam. He's
defensively.
literally baby Bam. Like on defense. I'm not saying on offense, but like he plays the same style. You could switch with him. He's a great shot blocker. Same height, like everything. Like you know what I'm saying, as Bam, they're small centers and they're out there doing the thing. And Boston's they're the second best team ever since January. So
Yeah, since the New
they,
Year
they've
started.
been I mean defensively they're there. They just shut down Philly. They did them bad, and not even that. They were already on a win streak, 9 game.
And they
It
just
got
lost their win
broken.
streak yesterday. That's
Yeah, it
crazy.
got broken. But yeah, he's a great defender.
There's a
He's
couple
really good.
there's a
You
couple
think he's
snubs on this
underrated?
list. Robert Williams, I think
Yeah, you
so.
think he doesn't get enough respect? I think he doesn't. No, like honestly.
I think he is underrated. There was a
Yeah.
couple snubs on this list though. A couple guys that were borderline. I would say Lonzo Ball is a guy that barely missed the cut. I have somebody else in my mind, and now they just slipped.
Um.
I think Jaren Jackson Jr. was borderline for me this season as well. Um, Jared Allen barely missed the cut. Jimmy and PJ barely missed the cut. Joel Embiid
Yeah, I was
barely
about to say
missed it.
Jimmy.
Uh, I like Dylan Brooks' defense as well. He probably wasn't gonna make the top 10. Oh, fuck, I forgot. I had one more person in my mind that was like literally borderline. Like I was choosing between him and somebody else. Oh, Scotty Barnes was high on that list as well too.
Scotty. Yeah, he's been doing good too.
Yeah,
Who is the number?
that was a fun list to make though.
Nah, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of great defenders. There's a lot of great defenders. It's really competitive.
I'm about to pull up the
And
next
especially now,
question.
I think it's harder to even defend back then. This is the amount of, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, now this year is way more physical than last year, I think. But still, though, you know what I'm saying? Like, over the last couple, like, decade, it's just been harder to defend just these small baby calls they call and stuff like that. And they just switched
Yeah.
that rule, so, you know what I'm saying? That rule was probably a pain in the ass to just
Yeah.
defend against.
All right. Next question. What made you fall in love with basketball?
Mm, the Spurs. The Spurs, when they play Miami, that's what made me fall in love with basketball. It was just crazy just watching them, you know what I'm saying, play the ball movement. I was a young kid, you know what I'm saying? That was my first NBA finals I watched. I wasn't really a big, like, back then, or I couldn't even watch the games because you gotta pay mad bread to get to League Pass. But shit, ever since I watched that shit, man, the love of basketball has never changed. Just a ball me watching Manu, especially like coming from Argentina, playing that young. Yeah, hell yeah. And they had dog mentality all every fucking single game. Like dog mentality, just keep going, never back down. And that's what I found out. You to win a finals, you need a team. You can't win it all by yourself. So they definitely. Uh, that's when I started loving basketball for sure. When I watched them.
For me, I really fell in love with basketball the fourth grade. And it really, the jux of it is, it's a sport that you don't need somebody else playing with you.
Yeah,
Like you could just
I
go to
just
the
said that too.
courts. You could just go to the courts and just shoot by yourself.
Yeah,
And I think it's just so convenient because they play games every day. It's fast paced. Yeah, it's just I think it's just most to me the most entertaining sport on the planet right now.
yeah, it is. It is. It is. It is more entertaining than soccer.
Yeah, I think it's just the most. It's fast paced. You just could do yeah, like I said, like you don't need like you could just go and meet random people and play basketball. 2v2, 1v1, 3v3. That shit don't matter. Just you and the
Yeah,
hoop.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah, and it's something that everybody could do.
No, yeah.
Okay, next question. Who do you think is the next player to enter the GOAT conversation?
Good question. All right, I'm gonna go
Giannis.
first. I think obviously it's Giannis, Luca. You got any two more? I don't want to say all the names, but
I think Jokic is a candidate as well.
oh yeah,
Especially
Jokic.
with how young he is. Like he's not I don't even think he's 27 yet. Or he
Yeah,
may be 28.
yeah.
And he has like no injury history.
How old is Embiid? He's 28.
I think so. I think he's like 27. So they're probably this they got drafted the
He's
same
young.
year.
Yeah, but he just didn't play the first 2 seasons.
Yeah, Jokic is he's 26. Like yo,
Yeah.
that shit is just crazy, bro.
Another guy, like obviously his name dropped like since last year, because we would always say Luca and JT, but JT, man, he's doing his thing, bro. He's really
Jason
doing his
Tatum.
thing. Yeah, I think like in the long run, he reminds me a lot of Kobe, but he really does, like, you know what I'm saying. Defensively, he could be there too. Like he has a winning mentality, and Celtics are on a great run. They could do something special with him. I think him, and I just said Embiid. KD's already done. Like
Yeah, I
you say,
think
he's old.
KD, Steph, LeBron, those guys don't really like. It's not
Yeah,
fair to
they
bring them
can.
up into this
Yeah,
conversation.
it's not. Yeah,
Depending on how good Kawhi looks when he comes back, if he could get like two more rings,
you don't think
then
Kawhi's like? He is still younger than him. No, he is still like 3. But you know what I'm saying? He's on the same page with Kawhi, LeBron though. You don't think so?
I don't know. I think he needs one or two more rings before he could get to the conversation. So before he could
Damn,
sit
for
at the
real?
table. He has
Okay.
two right now. I think he gets one more. If he wins a ring with the Clippers, I think you got to say he's debatably like top 15 of all time.
Yeah, you could say. I mean, you could. We just did a top 10 list, and he made our top 10.
Yeah, I think I was the only one that had him.
No, I switched it though because I was like, hell no, I was not about to put him over. What's his name?
Derek.
Kevin Garnett.
Oh yeah, no for sure. I think he could get there. Luca is probably the best bet.
Yeah, Lucas probably is the best bet.
You can see it now. Like he started the season, he wasn't really in shape, but
John
right
Morant.
now, yeah, John Moran could get there. He's young enough.
Yeah,
But right now, Luca's peaking. Like for this season, he is playing at an all-time level right now. Like he had
yeah,
back-to-back 40-plus games. Like he's just doing like everything. His
yeah.
shots falling. He's gotten better defensively. I think he's still not a great defender, but he's gotten better defensively.
He still got height though and body
Yeah, he still got
front
the
to
strength and
play now. Yeah,
his foot speed's decent, but he's just a magician with the basketball. Like he
yeah.
could just get the way he just gets guys open and he could see all over the court. Like
They just got
he's
a good ass
nuts.
win against you 2 nights ago.
Yeah, they did. That was a good win for them. Great win for them.
Yeah. No Porzingis. I mean, they don't
Hey,
even need
Porzingis,
Porzingis. I told
they
you. What
got,
did I
but
say?
they had
Their
their.
center rotation
Yeah,
is.
about to say you can't even say no Porzingis because they had their other guys playing. Like
Yeah,
Dinwiddie and Bertans played last night. Well, that night.
yeah,
Yeah, and Maxi Kleber played a great game though.
yeah. That's what I'm saying.
He put
I
the
was like,
clamps on Jimmy.
when I seen that happen, I'm like, oh, they're gonna go Kleber and Dwight Powell, who've been so good as fuck in the center rotation. They really don't need. Obviously, KP's he's a great player. He could. I
Dinwiddie
still
he
wanted
played
to see
I.
them play together, but I was like, damn,
Yeah, Dinwiddie played okay. Let
yeah.
me see. Yeah, I don't think there's nobody else for that question.
Nah, but yeah, I
Um,
think Giannis is over.
yeah,
He's
he's a
over
lot.
Luka though. He's what he's doing. And he got a ring now. He got everything's completed literally at 26. He has everything.
Word.
Like it's ridiculous. Depot, MVP, won the first seed, won the
Most
finals.
improved.
Depot, like all the most improved. Like it's wild. It's his accolades. It's wild. His resume is something else. And like we said, he just gets better and better each game. He has no ceiling at this moment. So shit, we're gonna see what happens.
All right. Next question: is this the most parity we've seen in the NBA? You go out west, you got the two best teams in the NBA, arguably, with the Suns and the Warriors. You go out to East, you got like at least six teams that you could see that could win the Eastern Conference with Miami, with Milwaukee, with Philly, with Brooklyn, with Chicago. Cleveland making moves at the deadline. Celtics are heating up. Charlotte's a young and hungry team. The Toronto is versatile as anybody else in the league. You have just and then you go back out west, so you got the Nuggets getting Jamal Murray back soon. The Lakers,
Yeah,
they got all the talent in the world. Maybe they could put it together. Dallas has a top five player in the NBA in Luka Doncic. Like the parity right now, it really is at an all-time high.
it is. I think it is really high. It's just like it's crazy because and not even that. Like you just don't know what could even happen in the playoffs, just because of
Mm-hmm.
COVID and injuries now. You know what I'm saying? You go in the playoff run and one guy goes out and it switches the team system and everything. But hell yeah, how deep the East is, you know what I'm saying, the amount of good teams there is, you just don't know. The matchups is everything. The West is, you know what I'm saying, with Nuggets. The Nuggets aren't even playing that good, are still in the playoffs. The Clippers are there, you know what I'm saying? What if Kawhi does come back like they were saying?
Yeah,
And they,
I didn't even think about the Clippers and the Grizzlies too,
yeah,
and the
Grizzlies
Jazz.
pretty surprisingly good. Jazz, you know what I'm saying, they're a team
They're
that
picking it back
obviously their
up.
level, their level went down a lot. They lost a lot of games with Rudy Gobert, but they're still a tough team to compete against in the playoffs and stuff. So, nah, yeah, like I have to agree, it has to be the most like parody of all time, like so
Because
far.
it's
Like,
probably like you could circle like 4 or 5 games in the NBA that are just like given wins. But outside of that, like even these teams that aren't even like outside of the playoffs, like you got Minnesota, who's a tough team to play against.
yeah, they're a game or two behind the Denver Nuggets. So we don't even know if they even make the playoffs. You know, what I'm saying, anything can happen in a 1 week stretch.
Exactly. Like, and you have like even out west, you have them. You have Portland, who's been playing great basketball these last couple of weeks.
Since they
Anthony
traded
Simons,
everybody.
Anthony Simons has been playing great. Even like since Dame Lillard went down, he's just been great. Nurkic has really found his
They got
footing.
good ass wins. You peeped
Yeah,
ever since the trade.
they've been playing really good, like really good
Yeah,
basketball.
surprisingly.
Yeah, for sure. And then
I didn't think they would be like.
Sacramento is going to be a tough team to play with the talent that they have now with that 1-2 punch, and De'Aaron Fox and Sabonis.
Yeah,
And
it's just a
and the
lot of.
Pelicans, they have talent on that team. They're a tough team to beat. They play a lot of these teams even. They don't just hand out wins.
Yeah, I think this just shows like the amount of talent that it's in the league
For
this
sure.
year. Like it's just coming in every single year, and the young cats like it's just ridiculous. This basketball is getting better. We're actually seeing like high level basketball. Like the you know what I'm saying guys at their best. You know what I'm saying best dieting and ever like it has ever been. You know what I'm saying technology, how they look at the game now, all these different type of way to like look at basketball, read the game. Like it's crazy. This is why it's like at its highest all time. That's what
For
I think.
sure. Yeah, we can move on. Let me pull up the next question.
Yeah.
Should anyone sign Tyreek Evans? I
I
want to
think so.
like jumble this into another question I have. But go ahead, continue. Go ahead about Tyreek Evans
Yeah.
first.
On Monday we literally talked about it like when it was a breaking news that came out. We talked about it a little bit. I mean, he was what if I'm not mistaken, he was a rookie of the year, right? He won rookie of the year.
Yeah, a while
He
ago.
had a 29 2010 or 29 I think it was. He had a 20 point he did average 20 points in the season. I think he's a guy that could still give you. He's a vet. I think he's a vet. He could still give you good minutes off the bench. There's teams that need point guards. You know what I'm saying? There's some teams that need point guards. I think he could be a great pickup. Uh, he's an aggressive guy. You know what I'm saying? He's aggressive. Uh, too bad. You know what I'm saying? This shit happened to him. You know what I'm saying? It was like so if I'm not mistaken, Tyler said that it was something that it wasn't something that he took on purpose. It was just something that for medication and he didn't know and
Yeah,
he got caught up with it and he didn't find out till later on. So it was just a bad position for him. And I think a team could pick him up for a guard, like a contender team. I think could pick him up.
I think a good team
Uh,
that should pick him up is Milwaukee.
Milwaukee, Raptors. I
Ooh,
think
that
Raptors
would
could
be
pick him up.
solid if he could get picked up for the Raptors.
Yeah, Raptors could pick him up. Even Chicago. Why not Chicago?
Yeah,
New
they could
York.
pick him up too.
New York is not that. I think Philly could pick him up with Bembry that just went to Milwaukee. Even the Nets. I think the Nets
Yeah,
could even pick him up. This is like he could go to a contender team. Obviously, we don't know what level he could play at. It's been a long time, but you can't even deny like ever since his league, he was still a decent bro. He could be a real player.
for sure.
So I think he should. I think he could get signed. I think it's great for him. We'll see what happens. What do you think? You think he should get signed? Go to
For
a
sure, I
team?
think a team should give him like at least a 10-day contract. Like
Yeah,
I would like to see him on a team like Denver. I think Denver
yeah,
could really get the most out of him. Like I said, I think Milwaukee is a great fit for him. Maybe even LA.
yeah. Or not even a contender team. You know what I'm saying? Like there's some teams that could need him. Like I think he could be a good fit for the Hawks, Timberwolves. They're just backup guards. That you know what I'm saying?
For
But
sure, that could run a second unit.
yeah,
Just give
and
them
he got a little
salary.
height if I'm not mistaken.
He's like 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah, he got a little height, so you could run that too. You know what I'm saying? Those type of guards, you could run him one or two either way. So I think he could be a good fit for some teams. We'll see what happens with him. I mean, the buyout is open, so
Yeah, I want that. Speaking of
teams are gonna
buyout,
start showing up.
where do you see Goran Dragic going?
Mm. Back to the Raptors. It's like nah.
I'm about to say,
Uh, that'd
yo,
be wild, right?
it make like he should have played for the Raptors
You should have, right? That's what I'm
because
saying.
it
I think
makes
he's the
sense. They
system.
need a player like him.
Yeah, but I don't know what it was, and
He's
it was
too
just too much money.
he's
His
too old.
contract's big too, but he did get bought out his contract. So, where can he land? I think a Clippers is a good team too.
Good team for him
Clippers
to
for
land.
him. Yeah, him Clippers. At this point, I think Lakers could need him too. Like I'm not just trying to say like everybody just go to LA, but like he
Now,
could be
hell no,
actually
they
a
need
good
a guy
fit.
like him. I
Yeah, I
think
think he could
I
be a
think
good
him I
fit.
think them in Milwaukee is the best bet for him. I
Yeah,
really do think though,
Milwaukee. They
like
just lost DiVincenzo, so they could pick him up.
yeah, I don't know why, but I have a feeling like he's about to come and retire with the Heat.
You think so?
I
To the
really yo
Heat?
he was like I've been sending you this shit, but he's really been
Yeah,
He
he's
goes to
been out
every
there.
Heat game
Yeah, he's
and he
been out there.
trains in Miami still. Like he be going to the Heat's practice gym,
Yeah.
and I
You
wouldn't
said
be surprised. It depends on the role he wants, because
yeah.
if he comes, I don't think he's gonna play. But if it's just like last hoorah, like I'm about to retire, like I'm 35 years old, I'm done,
Yeah.
then it is what it is. I think that's probably is what's gonna happen.
So you think it's about to be done. So
I think he's retiring. Yo, he looked bad. Like he looked bad this season.
yeah, he
I
did
think he
look
has
bad.
one
And
last
last
run in
season.
him.
And one last season. I think the injuries are starting to take a toll on him.
The injury he had in the finals really fucked him up.
Yeah. It's because he was playing on it.
And then it was a fast turnaround.
Oh yeah. And he came early in the season. No,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think he is. I think he's
Uh
just gonna retire.
yeah,
But
I mean
if
those are great teams. They're still gonna pick him up. There's a
yeah,
lot
I
of
think
teams
if
like I
he
said
wants to
need guards.
roll, like if he wants to play winning basketball, I think you go to Milwaukee. But if you want to just retire and live in Miami and like end your career where you played your best basketball at, like you just go back to Miami and you retire there and be with your
Oh yeah.
friends.
Yeah. But
Straight
he
up.
could still be a good pickup. If not the Mavs, but
Yeah,
the
and if
Mavs just picked up
anything,
mad guards though.
yeah, I don't know.
Like
That's what I'm saying.
I
The
think the
Mavs like
Mavs
cut
on
them off the
Nuggets.
list.
Yeah, like Mavs Nuggets, like you're saying, they're good ass teams that he could fit in. But you go and look at they're like just they're so guard deep. They just put
For
added
sure.
Forbes and stuff like that. So it's hard. You're saying there's some things that he could be a good fit, but it all depends with the situation. There's a lot of some teams need him, sometimes some teams don't. But I think Clippers, LA, if anything, Milwaukee, those are probably his big targets that he could go to contender wise.
Yeah, I
Those
feel
they
like
could
every
go to.
contender in the NBA is going to be going after him, though.
Yeah,
Like I'm
yeah,
pretty
you're
sure
right.
Brooklyn,
You're
I'm
right,
pretty
because
sure
he's a vet
Philly's
type
going to
of
go
guy.
after him.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Philly. I seen. I don't know. I kept seeing Philly. I seen like
Yeah, they've
Marcus.
been going after him since last
They've been
season.
trying to talk to him. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we pick him up.
I doubt it he
Honestly,
goes to
he
Philly
could.
because of
Yeah, but I
the
doubt it too.
especially when they had that playoff series, like he was going at it with them. They
Yeah.
had a playoff series a couple of years ago, and he smacked Ben Simmons in the back of the head.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah. But shit,
Yeah.
they don't like Ben Simmons. So that shit don't mean shit to them
Well, no,
anymore.
so yeah, good thing you got that bitch ass motherfucker out of here. Exactly what he's
Yeah.
probably saying when he gets there. I
Hell yeah.
wouldn't be surprised though if when he retires that he joins a coaching staff.
For Miami or any
Yeah,
or
for
just anybody.
Miami. I wouldn't be surprised if he did that. You see a lot of former players that play for them go and join their coaching staff. Like
Yeah.
Alonzo Mourning's still there. Um, what's his name? Karan Butler is an assistant coach now for them. The guy I did not know the guy who does the commentator for the game, John Crotty. He used to
Yeah.
play for the Heat too.
Shit. That's wild.
Yeah, so like
Nah,
everybody
yeah.
that's there has
Dude,
been in
D's
the
gonna be
team for a
he's
mad time.
definitely gonna be in the coaching staff.
He said he doesn't want to be a coach, but he wants to be like a minority owner. So
Oh,
I think they are going to let him buy a piece of the team for sure. He's he's a Heat lifer. I don't think he's ever leaving. No cap.
yeah.
He really
Or
was born in
make him a
Miami.
developer coacher. I could see
Yeah,
him
like a
that.
development coach, right?
Yeah, he could be
Oh,
a
like a
developer
trainer.
coach. And I mean, that's what he does. He's always training with these guys. So I could see him being that type of guy.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't stay away. Like a lot of these players, they retire, you just never see them again.
Yeah. And I think it's also healthy for the organization.
Yeah, because it's guys that you can trust
Yeah.
and that they know they've been through it.
They
I
know.
like it.
Yeah,
A lot of
exactly.
former
Exactly.
players, like you could get advice from them.
Exactly. Because they've been through it. They play basketball in the NBA, not even and like at a high level or being around high level players. So
Yeah, like the big man coach that they have, the one that would be coaching the big men for the Heat. His name is Mark Allen, and he's a former player too. And so
yeah.
like I feel like he's like it just gives them they have a different level of experience, and it helps them a lot. They
Yeah,
can
I agree.
connect with the players. But our next question we have, this is random as hell. I don't know if you've seen this one, but who has a higher ceiling, Miles Turner or Mo Bamba?
I seen it because we was gonna do better questions on Monday, and Ty was like, "There's not that many good ones. We'll just do trivia." But I seen that one. I'm like, what? Why do you even compare Mo Bamba to Miles Turner in the
Yeah,
first place?
that's what I was saying too.
Like
But
it was so
I was like, yo,
disrespectful.
it's random enough for me to be like, nah, let me ask this question.
Like it's wild, but like, come on, highest level. Obviously, Miles
A
Turner's gonna
higher
have a high.
ceiling.
Like,
I don't know.
yeah, Miles.
I think a higher ceiling is
Wouldn't highest ceiling be like who would be like a better player, like overall, like who?
a higher ceiling as
Or
like when it's all said and done, who
was
would have a better career is pretty much what that is.
I
I
truly
think Mo
believe.
Bamba has a higher ceiling than him.
I truly believe Miles Turner does. Ever since he's been in the league, he's shown he could be a great defensive guy. Like Mombamba, like let's be honest, bro. He's having his first good season. His
He
first good
is,
season.
but he's
Miles
also like
Turner,
22.
Miles Turner was still decent when it wasn't even his first season. He was still a great defensive guy, a guy who could shoot. You know what I'm saying? I don't like Mombamba is not as great. I don't think he's a great shooter as Miles Turner. Miles Turner's
Right.
been doing it for like consecutive seasons. Obviously, he's not the best, but you know what I'm saying. Way better percentage. I believe he could knock down way more shots than him. Obviously, height wise, you know what I'm saying, it's there. Defensively, Mobamba's low key a shot blocker. This season he's been like a shot blocker, but Miles Turner is the same thing. You know what I'm saying? He has the IQ. I think IQ wise, Miles Turner is a better guy, and he has more weight on him. I don't know. I think I see a lot more advantages that Miles Turner has in his game. And you know what I'm saying. I'm a type of guy. Longevity matters. Like it's his first season good. Like his first best season he has had ever since he's been in the league. And
I agree
Miles
with
Turner, you know what I'm
that. Like
saying?
I'm not.
Miles
I
Turner
think
has
at
more
this
good
moment,
years than
Miles
him.
Turner is obviously a better player than him. But if you're
Yeah.
talking about ceiling, I think Mo Bamba has more upside than Miles Turner does. Just because he's not out. To me, I think Miles Turner is the finished product. Like this is what he is. This is the best he's going to be right now.
You think this he doesn't get better?
I don't think he's going to reach like a all-star level.
Mm.
And Mo Bamba, the question is still out there. That's how I see it. Like you just like with like he's like you were saying that Miles Turner's like I think his 3-point shooting isn't as good as everybody makes it seem. For a big, yes, but he's also at 33%. Like Mo Bamba's at 35 right now. It's obviously less attempts,
Yeah,
but he's at 35%, give or take what it is.
but he does like you
And I
did
think
say he
he's more
does take a lot of
athletic.
attempts though.
And I think he's more athletic than Miles Turner. So I gives him at least a little more upside. But it's really just who you prefer. This question was just a fun one to ask.
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously the both those guys are on a contender team. Obviously at this moment, but like if you you're saying like you put a
Who
Miles Turner on the Clippers, they're not on a
the
contender
Pacers
team.
are contending. It's like nah.
Oh my god, they are playing good with Tyrese Halliburton, good ass fit. But I don't know, like what happens with Brighton now? You just bought Tyrese Halliburton.
Philly. It doesn't make no sense for him to stay. Unless you're thinking about playing Duarte at the three.
Like they're both point guards. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I think it's the same position you put Tyrese Halliburton when he was in against Sacramento when Fox was at guard.
I don't think so.
If anything,
I think Brogdon's natural
Brogdon's
position is
more
a two.
playmaker. You think so?
I think his natural position is a two. Off the
He did
ball,
play. He did play
like
off the two, but
yeah,
he
with
could play.
Milwaukee,
I
he
can't
played the
disagree
two.
with that. Yeah,
Like I
he
think
can't
he could make
disagree.
quick decisions. He doesn't have to have the ball a lot. He's not like, but when you're playing the one, like you're gonna have the ball a lot. And I don't think that you want Malcolm Brogdon as that guy. Like I think you want him defending his ass off, playing off the ball, three dribbles, boom, he's getting to his pull up midi. Like I think he could do damage playing the two. And especially with a guy like Halliburton who just sees the floor like crazy, who gets a lot of
Yeah,
guys open shots.
yeah,
But I think you should trade Brogdon because
yeah,
he's just gonna get. I'm a Duarte guy, and he's gonna get in the way of Chris Duarte's development. Straight up.
yeah. He is, but I don't know. Like I like Duarte. I for sure do. Like I said, you could do a lot with that lineup. You could want Halliburton at the one, then Duarte at the two, make him the scorer. You know what I'm saying? He is 27, so like he's way more mature than all these other guys. You could even tell by his game mentality, the way he just hops on the court. You know what I'm saying? He's aggressive, doesn't hold back. But I mean, I don't know.
If
You
if
trade
this
him.
guy leaves, if Brunson leaves, he's a perfect fit in Dallas. Brogdon is.
Yeah,
That's where
that would
that's
be
where he
fit. But
should
that
go.
but then would he got to be out?
Dinwiddie's a 6 man. Like Dinwiddie's a 6 man. Straight up.
Yeah, he is gonna play 6 minutes with the Mavs at least this half of the season, I think.
Like he's definitely coming off the bench for them. Like there's
Yeah,
no way.
but he doesn't care though. He's not. You know what I'm saying? He's not. He said it even. Everybody got
Or
knows that he
fuck
broke.
it. Get New
Everybody
York
knows
to
that he
trade you
wrong.
Obi Toppin for him.
You sent him to the Knicks.
Send him to the Knicks. You try and get a young player at matching salary. Like at least like if you could get Obi Toppin in a trade like that, like I'm taking it.
Yeah,
Cause I'm for
I
them,
think you
I'm
still
going
gotta
young.
add a little bit more. I still would go a little bit more young because his contract still wouldn't match. His sick was
Yeah, I'm saying
15,
it's
16.
that and matching salary.
Yeah,
Whoever matches the salary, matches the salary. Like get, but I would like that. I would like that move for them. Probably have to give up an. Yeah, I don't know. Cause I've really
and he could play the
like
four.
like speaking of the Pacers, yo, like Isaiah Jackson and Jalen Smith were playing good as fuck together on the
Yeah,
court.
Jalen Smith, the center, right?
Yeah,
The one
he's
from
playing
Phoenix.
like he's exactly what we were expecting him to look like when he was coming out of college, like a 3-and-D big man,
I don't know
like
why
straight
Phoenix
up.
let him go, bro. I just don't understand why. I just really don't.
I guess that means they're gonna pay Aiton.
Yeah, that's what it really does mean. That they decided they're gonna pay him. But like I don't know. Obviously, I like Aiden too, but I don't know. Just keep him as a backup or try to work with him. But he's too. I think he's too good to be backup. He was giving them good minutes in
Jalen Smith,
Phoenix.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I like that. I like that
that's a
moving
good
forward
fit.
for them.
Yeah,
That like that front court. Now they're just missing, like if like they trade this guy, they get some more bench depth, right? And TJ Warren comes back.
yeah.
You plug
TJ
him in
Warren
at the
comes back.
three, and you just have just a straight score at your wing.
Yeah. You don't think you think they're just gonna keep Miles Turner at this?
Oh,
You
I
don't think
forgot about Miles
you don't think
Turner,
he could
bro.
like trade him?
Yo, we have to do an episode just on full about what the Pacers are gonna do. Cause
Yeah.
like yo, they could go so many different directions.
No, for sure.
They could just go win now. They have Halliburton. They keep Duarte off the bench, start Brogdon with them as their backcourt. TJ you got TJ Warren coming back, Miles Turner at the 5, and then you play who you want at the 4. I would probably go Jalen Smith at the 4.
Yeah.
I feel like he holds his own on the perimeter. You run a 5-out offense, and your offense is gonna be juice. And then you have Miles Turner defending the back line, 2 good point of attack defenders in Brogdon and Max and Halliburton. And that would be a solid lineup right there. You just have
Yeah.
to build out your bench depth.
And the coaching staff got to be better though. That's what I
I
think. I
feel
think
like
Rick
Rick
he
Carlisle
hasn't been
hasn't been
good.
doing. I feel like he hasn't been doing bad. What is surprising though is how Jason Kidd's been a better coach than him this season.
Yeah, which
Jason Kidd has done
didn't
some
I
shit
say?
with them.
Didn't I say Jason Kidd was gonna be a good fit? Him. I felt like he was gonna be a good fit, and
The
he's
first
brought
year
the
is
best
always
out of
fun
this
with
guy.
Jason Kidd. I'll tell you that. The first
Yeah,
year with Jason Kidd is always looks great.
I
Just
hope he
like
gets
Tom
his
Thibodeau.
respect.
Tom Thibodeau, after the first year, he's about
But
to
you
get
can't even
fired from New York.
I was about to say you can't even blame him.
You can't blame Thibodeau.
I don't think you can, bro.
You don't
I
think his
really don't.
rotations are suspect as fuck?
Like obviously, there's like if Julius Randle's not getting scoring the ball and shit, yeah, take the ball out of his hand, but they don't. I get you, but like the team around him, it's just a
But
lot
what
of
about Cam
mistakes. There's a
Reddish
lot
just
of rookie
getting no
mistakes.
burn?
Yeah, but they didn't want him. They didn't want him to. He didn't want them to make the trade for him. So I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like that was just an organization just being stupid. It's just what I'm saying. They were just trying to get something, make a move, and it wasn't the right one because Tom Thibodeau had already let them know not to trade for him, and they still did it. I just feel like Tom Thibodeau is different. I feel like Rick Carroll, like obviously, you know what I'm saying, he has moments in the game where he fucks up. But other than I'm watching the Pacers, bro, it's just an easy timeout. You gotta come out on time on a timeout, and he couldn't do that. They hit 2 technical free throws. The other team
I don't know. I
just
feel
giving
like
them.
yeah, it is the management too. Like the rookies are solid. Like Quentin Grimes has played good. Like I don't know if you see Miles McBride. he was their one of their draft picks this season. I'm not one of their, but he was their first. Pretty sure he's first or second round draft pick from this season. They sent him to the G League. And listen to his stats. I'm not sure how many games he's played. 32 points per game, 7 rebounds, 11 assists.
Sheesh.
He's shooting 47% from the field, 50% from three, and this is on 36 attempts he has on the season.
Damn.
He's these are good ass numbers, and he hasn't gotten called up yet.
Yeah.
Like they need more guard play. I don't understand why he doesn't get no minutes.
Yeah.
Like he's been playing great in the G League right now. I want to see how many games he's played 7 games in the G League. Those are his numbers. It was 30, 11, and 6.
Those are good numbers.
Great numbers.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they just got to do better with their management. Like, yeah, Quentin Grimes needs to get more burn. He's been getting a lot of burn lately, though. I feel like he's been really good for him this season. But Emmanuel quickly has taken a step back.
Bro, it's bad. I was just gonna say he has another guy. I mean, a lot of turnovers. I think it's more the turnovers. You know what it is? He got affected with that foul rule.
He did draw a lot of
Really
fouls
what?
for a rookie.
Bro, last year he used to draw mad fouls just because the line, just off that body, mention that shooting play that he does.
Yeah.
He kicks his legs out, or he just moves into the defender's way. Like it had to make a difference because he hasn't been the same. A lot of turnovers too. Like it's just a lot of rookie mistakes that he's making. But shit, it happens for these guys. I'm saying.
Yeah, he's
And
a point guard, so it takes longer for him to develop.
yeah,
That's
and he's playing New York. You're saying you're going out there with Randall and RJ Barrett. Obviously, you're saying RJ Barrett can play like a shooting guard, but there's a lot of guys that need the ball in his hands, and he's a guy that's
it is a bad fit for him because he's not a natural point guard. He's more of a
he's
two.
closing out the quarter with all 3 of them, and then what's his name? He's not coming to my name. Mitchell
Robinson.
Mitchell Robinson. Yeah, him on the starting lineup, and then you know, so even Taj Gibson could play too. Like you were saying, I don't know, it's just not a good fit for him. But he's been making a lot of mistakes. He's got to be better.
For sure. We got like 1 or 2 more questions. One more question: how can the NBA improve the G League?
This is a good question. I'm gonna be honest here. I don't think they gotta do nothing. Reason why, bro, the G League. You know what I'm saying the amount of talents come in now is you made the change rule where you got high school players instead of going to college, you get them to play to the G League, right? I think that was probably the best thing to do right now because you bring in a lot of bunch of young talents. Guys they are committed to basketball. They're guys who you know what I'm saying got the all-star level, and they're just not gonna go to school and just put everything they got to the G League. You know what I'm saying, and you get paid for it, so it's you know what I'm saying. It's not a bad reward at the end of the day. You're making 900K a year based off of a G League contract, and you could even get paid more. If right, you could get paid more if it's a G League more than 900.
Yeah, I think so.
I think the high school guys are getting like 900 still.
The high school guys are getting 500K.
Yeah, like
Yeah, that's still
950K, and that's still good money. You know what I'm saying? 10%, only 10, let's call it only 10% of the U.S. population even makes over 100K. So like, it's just I love that new rule, and you're seeing it now. These bunch of young that we just said it like a couple minutes ago. The amount of young talents, the talent that's coming into the league is so competitive now. So I think they're in a good position. I think we could play it out with a as if right now how it is. What I do like about the G League is they do start like let's say they want to add different rules to the NBA. They those are the first leagues that they work on those type of rules. They're saying like let's say like last year that fouling thing, I think that was already in the G League. They were working on it since last year, and they liked how it was looking, so they added the rule to the NBA. So I like that. I honestly don't think they should switch nothing just because of that. You know what I'm saying? That just bringing the amount of time that's been coming in has been good. Now you got guys that are not gonna go to high school and just commit everything to basketball. So I like that.
I
What do you
think
think?
what they could do to make it better, like adds in like a better product and stuff. Like I would like to see more like nationally televised games for them. I wouldn't be mad at something like that. I don't know. Like
That is something. That is something good. Like G League doesn't get. You're talking about like more like marketing wise on social, like meet like big TV games. Like seeing them more on TV.
Yeah, like NBA TV and shit. Like obviously the G League Ignite plays like national televised game. Like they play ESPN
Yeah.
games and shit. I don't know, like maybe like or like a game where like the I wouldn't be mad if they did like the G League Ignite. Like they do just do more with that. Like they play against different like they played against a it's the G League Ignite versus a college team or them versus like what if they did them
Yeah.
versus the team that wins the national championship?
No.
Like
Yeah. For
that I know
sure.
that's asking for a lot, but that would be solid.
No. That wouldn't. I think it wouldn't. I think it's good. Not even that. You could add that to All Star Weekend. You can even add that to All Star Weekend where you have like the Rising Star play against the G League. You get their name up, a little hype around their name. You get them playing against. I mean, it's a big game. All Star Weekend is a big game for a lot of guys. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I could agree with you. Maybe more national TV games for sure. Get the games out because you know what I'm saying. I don't even watch G League games like that. So they're on
Yeah.
SPN
They're
sometimes.
on ESPN Plus
Yeah,
G League games. Yeah, and maybe like a like if they do the in season tournament, like how like Premier League does it, where like the different divisions play against the regular teams.
yeah,
Like why not
like a
have
different tournament. Yeah.
why not have them play against NBA teams?
Yeah, like a March Madness type of. It would be perfect. Like because you never know. You get these young cats out
How
there,
would you
or they
feel if
get
they did it
that
like
experience.
how Europe does it, where the top teams like they go up and down?
Like at all the divisions type thing. Like
No,
that's.
like the second division, the top team moves up and the worst team moves down.
Oh yeah. Like regulation. I
Yeah,
think that's good too. I think that's really perfect. I like that. I like the regulation rule because you know, say if you play bad, you get punished. You get punished for playing bad, and it's gonna keep a high competitive. And then not even that, you're gonna see a lot of more trades. Like trades happen during in season. You know, saying more big names getting traded. Let's say a team is playing bad, you get punished. You go down to the G League. You know what I'm saying? Or you could start off you could make a new organization. You know what I'm saying? You could build a dynasty or something for a team. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things. I agree with you. Maybe you could change those type of things. But
yeah, it would just be hard because
you know that would be hard
affiliates.
because of market. Yeah, I was just saying how politics the NBA is. It's gonna be hard to try to get move one of these big uh organizations. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that probably never work over here
Yeah,
because like
probably wouldn't happen just because of politics and stuff and marketing wise, money things. The NBA, you know what I'm saying? The NBA, even though you're a bad team, you're still gonna have your city supporting you. You know what I'm trying to say?
yeah.
So maybe many in tournaments they could do that. We bring some G League teams and a couple. Let's say you're in the top four at that time. You make a little mini in game 18 tournament. That could be good. Interesting.
Yeah, the only problem with that is it's affiliates. So
Yeah.
like each team has their own G League team. That's what makes it
Yeah,
tough.
that is that's another thing. But like in soccer is like that too. Like Barca B, like I'm just like Barcelona, they win almost every season. Barca B wins the second division almost every season. Real Madrid, but they can't regulate to to the next division because the Barcelona teams in that division. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So they wouldn't be able to regulate them or move up. So that will happen, but that's what will probably happen. They could do it. They would just keep the big affiliated teams just to stay.
Or what if they did it like this? This is another idea that just came to my mind. Screw the G League Ignite, right? What if they had it to where the high school players could play in this like for the team that's in the same city or state that they went to high school at? Like
Mm,
for example, like a player like Bronny, he could play for the Lakers G League team, but he's still eligible for the draft. He's not going to go straight to the Lakers, but
nah,
he could
yeah,
work
yeah,
with the Lakers G League team.
nah,
Like
yeah,
that would really replace how college basketball players they go to their home college.
nah, yeah. That would. That'd be a good idea. Or
That
like
would be fire.
have like you said, have a college game, have a college all star game, right? And a G League all star game on Fridays for the celebrity games. I think it's fuck the celebrity games.
Or like put
Fuck
them
the
in something
celebrity game.
like or G League versus the Rising Stars team.
Yeah. Or I would love to see college too involved in it.
Mm-hmm.
I was listening to a game. They were talking about they're gonna have two college teams play at the All Star. I don't know if it was for the All Star or like
Oh, the
around there for the weekend.
HBCU.
The HBCU, yup.
Yeah.
So that's like I'm saying they're starting to add that. If you really think about it, they're really starting to add that.
Yeah, they
So
playing. They have HBCU games on NBA TV.
yeah.
Yeah,
So that could be a good. You know what I'm saying? You
they
could
could do
probably do that
something
for.
lit.
I think you should just take out the celebrity game and probably add something for. You could do something like that where you could add a game for the college guys and have a G League or the opposite. I'm saying G League with the NBA Rising Star.
Yeah, I think that would be best bet. Is you
But they're
put
on
the
their way
G League
there. They're
team
on their
versus
way
the
there
Rising
though.
Stars.
I mean, this year they're adding 4 players for the night for each 4 teams that are
Or
gonna
what
play.
if they did like the McDonald's game versus like the team that makes the
The
McDonald's
high
like the
school
McDonald's
McDonald's
game,
games,
and
which
they
will be
the
like an
team
All
that
Star game.
wins plays against the or like you take the top 12 players whatever and you play them against the Rising Stars. That
Yeah.
would be fire.
No, yeah, that would be.
That would be
It's a great
fire.
idea. It's a
Or
great
I'm
idea.
about to contact them. But
Uh,
we're about to that's it for all the questions. So we about to jump into the predictions.
yeah, I just want to say something. Breaking news. I mean, obviously everybody knows at this moment, but Anthony Davis went down with another big injury.
Oh yeah, he's gonna get MRI done, right?
Yeah, it was bad news though. It's a sprain, and he didn't break nothing. Good thing. It's still bad news though. He's sprained. He's gonna get reevaluated when everybody comes back from All Star break,
Yeah,
which
for sure.
sucks. At
Hopefully
least it's not
he's
a knee injury though. But when I did see the ankle injury, I thought it was worse. I thought
yeah.
he was about to be out for the end of the rest of the season because you didn't see how bad that it bended. It was real bad, but that sucks. We were just talking about this. What if the Lakers trade Anthony Davis at this? Why not trade him?
We're
Why not? Like, why not trade him? Just it's like you already got the win. You got what you got for him. You got your ring. Um, he's a good player, but he's injury prone is a problem. And you got LeBron. You're just gonna waste these seasons with him. What's gonna happen at this moment? What you're just gonna wait until Bronny comes back because it's looking like once Bronny comes back, he's gonna get traded to. He could get traded to Cleveland, or he could get traded to wherever his kids at. He even said it himself. He wouldn't mind getting traded to wherever Bronny is at.
when Bronny gets doesn't his contract align when Bronny's entering the NBA?
Like, no, I don't think so. Like, you talking about like the crypto contract that he signed?
No, the contract for the Lakers. Like his contract for the Lakers doesn't it align with Bronny coming into the NBA?
I'm not sure. I don't think so. I
I
don't
wouldn't
think
be
so.
surprised if he did that and
Yeah,
just signs a 1+1 like we talked about last time. But yeah, that sucks though for Anthony Davis. He just keeps getting
yeah.
injured.
And he, like, obviously wasn't playing at Anthony Davis when he was in his prime or that MVP, but he was looking way better than when he started the season off. I'll tell you that for sure.
Where
And him to go down with an injury, and the Lakers are in a horrible position. They got to make the playoffs, at least stay in the play. So him going down, it's gonna be another. It's just gonna be bad because then you need LeBron to go crazy doing what he was doing when he was out, dropping 30, which he's still doing, but still though, it kind of sucks.
I wanted to before we do that though, I want to pull up the like we're gonna do the predictions for the games and everything. I want to predict the All Star weekend.
Mm. Yeah, yeah, we got to do that for sure.
Do they have the participants like?
Yeah, the 3 point. You seen the 3 point list? It's all right.
Yeah, I'm about to let me see if I can pull it up. All right,
Oh,
so
you got yeah right there.
yeah, so 3-point contest. We have Desmond Bain, Luke Kennard, Zach Levine, CJ McConnell, Trey Young, Fred VanVleet, Carl Anthony Towns, and Patty Mills.
And Trey Young. Um, I'm gonna go with Desmond Bain.
That's what I was thinking too. I think Desmond Bain, and it's just somebody I'm picking second. I'm probably going Patty Mills. Being honest with you, he's
You know
shooting the
who I would
lights
go with
out the
second?
Rock
Yeah,
this
he is
year.
shooting lights out. He really is. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes to the final round. But I'm gonna go with Trae Young too, man. He's shooting the ball lights out too. He's another guy. He's just gonna be in there chilling, shooting wide open threes. But I think Bain can win it. He's more of a
A spot up shooter
spot up shooter. So he could win it. He has a chance. He's been shooting lights out all season.
for sure. And then for the dunk contest, we have Cole Anthony, Jalen Green, Obi Toppin, and Juan Toscano Anderson.
Sheesh. This I could say the two young guys are Cole Anthony and Jalen Green. They got bounced. I'll tell you that. I think Jalen Green is gonna win though. He has the most explosive. I think he's so explosive. He like, I'm saying, he got vertical. I think he can win it. You know who should have been this in this dunk contest?
Ooh.
Lonnie Walker from the Spurs.
Hey, he had a chance to be in
You
it for
s-
sure.
you didn't see the dunk he had yesterday? It looked so fake. Like how high he got. You seen it against the Bulls?
No, I didn't
Was
see
it the
it.
Bulls? I think it was the Bulls, or I don't know who it was. Man, that guy, his bounce is ridiculous. I think he should be a guy to be in it. But yeah, who you got for the dunk contest? It's not that
I
exciting.
got
I think.
Jalen Green.
I don't think it's gonna be exciting as the other ones. This dunk, but we'll
I'm
see.
excited for it because I like Cole Anthony. I feel like he might surprise people with his bounce. I watched his he had a dunk
High
contest in
school,
high school, and that
the
shit was
McDonald's one.
yeah, he went crazy. I like Jalen Green, and I think Obi Toppin has stupid bounce too. He's a Skywalker. And then you never know what JTA is gonna pull out. I think he's the underdog in this one. But I'm going Jalen Green.
Yeah, I think I'm going with Jalen Green too. I think he's gonna be doing some wild shit. He has, I think, the most. I think out of all the guys, he probably has the most vertical.
Mm-hmm.
But you never know. But it's all about them. You know what I'm saying, doing some crazy shit, and if D Wade's out there as a judge, it's not gonna look good for these guys.
Okay, so next one we have the Rising Stars Challenge. As 4 legends drafted their teams. We have Brent Barry, Isaiah Thomas, Gary Payton, and James Worthy. So I'm just gonna run through these rosters, and you tell me who you think is gonna win it. I'm pretty sure you can see it, but this is for the audience. So Brent Barry has Kate Cunningham, Dyson Daniels from the G League. This is one of the 4 G League players. Evan Mobley, Isaac Okoro, Alperen Sengun, Jayshawn Tate, and Franz Wagner. I, this first look, this is probably gonna be the best team.
You think so? I
Cade,
disagree.
Mobley, and Franz.
I
That's.
disagree. I disagree. I got another team,
I'm gonna keep
but
looking.
they're they're still a
I
good
haven't
team.
looked at this other list. I clicked on it, but I'm not looking at the other ones. I haven't looked at them yet. But from Isaiah Thomas, we have Precious Achua, Desmond Bain, Sadiq Bey, Anthony Edwards, Tyrese Halliburton, Jaden Hardy from the G League, and Isaiah Stewart. This team is I too. I'm
Yeah,
excited to
that
see
team is good
Hardy
too.
because to me he reminds me a lot of Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, he does play exactly like him, explosive.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. I want to see him too. You said he wasn't gonna play, but shit, he's looking like
No,
he's
I
gonna
thought
play.
Scoot Henderson wasn't gonna play, but
Uh,
Scoot Henderson's the real deal. He's about to steal the show. I'm
he's
excited to see
playing.
him
He's
play.
playing with the fourth word team's worthy.
Oh, Team Payton, he's on the next team. But okay, and then we have
Oh yeah, he is.
from Gary Payton, who had a hell of a draft. It looks like LaMelo Ball, Scotty Barnes, Ayo Dosumo, Bones Highland, Scoot Henderson from the G League, Kaminga, Jaden McDaniels. Yeah, another 2 are injury replacements.
And Davion Mitchell's injured, but hey, I think that's the team that's gonna win. I think that's the team that's gonna win. Lamelo, Scotty Barnes, Sumu,
And
uh,
Scoot,
and Scoot is gonna play. Bones Highlands is coming in for Mitchell. Kaminga for Duarte. Like what?
yeah.
You just added mad height. McDaniels has been playing good as fuck. He's a great defender. He got height. You could even run a small ball. Like they got height. If you really look at this team, they got height.
Yeah, I think they have positional length. Because there's not really a big man on this, if you look at it.
There's not, but Jaden McDaniels can play that. He's been playing the four.
Yeah, they
He's
have
been so good
positional
at
length.
five.
They're all big for their positions.
Ayo plays the four. Barnes, not saying he could play the
You said
four.
Ayo could play the 4,
Yeah, he could play the four.
but he's like 6 foot. He's not no 4, but he's a point
He's
guard.
not 6 foot.
Bro,
He's
he's
way
six
taller than 6
foot.
foot.
No, he's not.
Ayo? Yes, he
Yes.
is. Ayo's tall.
How tall do you think he is?
He's like 6'5", and he's long and he has length.
He's 6'4". That's still, you can't play the 4 at 6'4", bro.
Yeah, but he's tall.
Maybe in a game like this,
he's
you
been
could play him
playing
at
it.
the
He's been
4.
playing the 3 or 4. So he switches with the 3 and 4 for the
That's
Bulls.
nuts. But then we have Team Worthy, James Worthy, Cole Anthony. Well, I don't even know how to pronounce his name from the G League. You want to give it a try?
Marjan Beauchamp.
Beauchamp.
Yeah, Beauchamp.
Josh Giddey, Jalen Green, Herbert Jones, Jalen Suggs, and Tyrese Maxey. So
Yeah,
it seems like he was straight defenders.
Him?
Yeah.
He needs. What you saying? He needs defenders?
No, he drafted the best defenders.
You think so?
Nah, I'm wilding. I'm only looking at Suggs, Herbert Jones.
He got a bunch of cars. Like he has no height. I don't know. Like if anything, they're gonna be small.
So the way it's going is Team A is playing versus Team B. So Team A is the K. Cunningham, Dyson Daniels, Evan Mobley, Isaac Coro, Sengun, Jayshawn Tate, Franz Wagner. And then Team B is Precious, Desmond Bain, Sadiq Bey, Edwards, Halliburton, Hardy, and Stewart. So between those two teams, who do you think wins this one?
I think Team Barry wins. Nah. I think Team Isaiah wins. I think Team Isaiah wins. Just because Desmond Bain, Sadiq Bey, Edwards, Halliburton, and then you got Isaiah Stewart.
Yeah, I think Team Isaiah
Hardy
wins.
I think Isaiah could beat them.
Yeah, you got Halliburton, Edwards, and Bain. Like you're set with those guys. And you add in a Jaden Hardy, who's looking like he's gonna be the highest drafted player from the G League this season. So they should definitely pull that one out.
There's only two guys in the G League anyway, so
yeah.
Right? To get drafted this season?
I think it's gonna be 3. I think it's 3.
It's 3 guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then we have Team Payne versus Team Worthy. I'll run through them one more time. For Team Payne, LaMelo, Scotty, Ayo, Scoot Henderson, Bones Highland, Kuminga, and Jaden McDaniels versus Cole Anthony, Marjan Beauchamp, Josh Giddey, Jalen Green, Herbert Jones, Tyrese Maxey, and Jalen Suggs. Team Payne is probably going to win this one, too.
I think Team Payne wins. Yeah,
for sure.
Team Payne wins.
And then the winner plays each other.
Yeah. That's going to be a good one to
This is going to be fun.
They're playing all these games in one day, right?
Yeah, they're playing them all in one day. It's game up to 75.
Yeah, I was about to say, no way they're playing that many points then.
They're playing at 75. Games 1 and 2 will be played until the team reaches 50. Okay, so the teams are playing until 50, and then game 3 is going to be until 25. So it's called Race to 25. So it's going to be 75 total points.
So
first to 50.
First game is 50, and then
the second, the winner, the game is the 25.
I like the game 3 concept because then it's not even that many points. You don't have to lock up. It's just straight defensive. I like the concept of it.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be fun.
It's gonna make it competitive.
For sure.
I think it makes it competitive, and these guys, they're all young rising stars. You know what I'm saying? They want to make a name for them. So,
look
at it's gonna be good.
The skills challenge. So this is the skills challenge this year. I must say, do they have the rules? This doesn't really make sense. Team shooting, passing, relay, and half-court shot. So it's more like the shooting stars.
So it's gonna be based off. The first round is just all shooting, right? And then the second round is all passing.
Yeah.
And then the third is all of them together. Probably doing all of that. Yeah.
Yeah. So the relay race one is you throw an outlet pass to a moving target, dribble down to court through 3 moving pylons, and you make a short shot in the lane, make a 3-point from the corner against an automated defender, dribble to an opposite goal, make a basket, and then the team with the fastest time will reach round 3. And then the final round is half-court shots, 2 teams. Okay, so there's 3 teams. It's for team 1 is Antetokounmpo Bros with Alex Antetokounmpo, Giannis, and Thanasis. Team B is Jared Allen, Darius Garland, and Evan Mobley. And then the
Yeah.
final team is
Other guys
Scotty
from the
Barnes,
past.
Cade, and Josh Giddey. I got the rookies.
You got the rookies on the bottom?
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
got
do
the
too.
Josh
I do too. They're
Giddey,
gonna.
Scotty Barnes, Cade Cunningham. They're gonna walk through that passing one.
Yeah. Hell yeah,
Like,
they are. They will.
yeah, I like them. I like them to win this one for sure.
Yeah, I think the rookies are gonna win this one too. Yeah, for real.
And then we have the All-Star game.
Cause then for the 3-point shots, it's gonna look rough for the Bucks for the for
For
the
the
for the
Antetokounmpo
Grupo
bros.
brothers. Cause Giannis is gonna have to be the only one shooting that. Cause Thanasis, come on, we didn't even watch him shoot threes. He didn't even get playtime, and then Alex is on the same position.
So you see, I'm gonna see if I can pull it up on a better picture. One
Another
second.
concept they should add though is what KD said. I like that. I like the idea KD said. Why do we pick before the game? Why do we pick before the game the players that we want? Why can't we pick them on like street basketball on the court when they're on the court?
You know what would be fun if they did what the NFL does and they added a dodgeball tournament. That would be tough, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like players would take that shit serious.
But like it's different because it's football. I'm saying you're already like trying to dodge these like tackles. You know what I'm saying? So that it kind of makes sense. Like, but you know what I'm saying? It's just for
Like
entertainment.
if
I
you
see
did
where you're
like
coming.
6, 7 guys off of each team, right? Team Durant, Team LeBron, right? Like
Yeah.
before the game or after or whatever. So you'll do those two guys, and then like for example, Team Durant, he would probably choose like John Morant, Trae Young, LaMelo, DeJounte Murray, Zach LaVine, and like one more guy, probably like Jason Tatum. Like just your athletic guys. And I would say like if we were doing it like that, LeBron would probably go Donovan Mitchell, Jimmy, Van Vliet, DeMar, Steph, Giannis. Yeah, Giannis would probably suck at dodgeball just because he's so big.
Yeah.
I'll probably go James Harden or Chris
He
Paul.
got good hands though.
Chris Paul would take that shit serious as hell.
Yeah, his has to be competitive as hell.
Yeah, so let's go with the rosters. Who are you picking for to win the All-Star game? Should I read the rosters out? I think everybody knows it.
Yeah, if you want, you can read them out.
So
You
Team
want me? To,
Durant,
uh,
we have Joel Embiid, John Morant, Jason Tatum, Andrew Wiggins, Trae Young for the starting five. Off the bench, they have LaMelo Ball, Devin Booker, Rudy Gobert, Draymond Green's injury replacement.
yeah, for Jared Allen.
Yes, and then Zach LaVine, Chris Middleton, DeJounte Murray, and Karl Anthony
Towns. Yeah.
And then for Team LeBron, we have Giannis, Steph, DeMar DeRozan, Nikola Jokic. And coming off the bench, we have Jimmy Butler, Luka Doncic, Darius Garland, James Harden, Donovan Mitchell, Chris Paul, and Fred VanVleet.
Sheesh. I'm gonna be honest. I think Team LeBron wins.
Yeah, I think Team LeBron wins too.
Like what? Jokic,
Because I think Giannis is going to take that
Steph,
shit
and Braun
serious
on
as
the
hell.
same team. And DeRozan, who's playing at All-Star level, and it's gonna be serious. I think it's gonna be serious. Like you know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna be serious. And then you got Jimmy coming off the bench, Luca. Like
You got
what?
Jimmy and Chris Paul coming off the bench, bro. You're straight.
Yeah, like it's wild. And James Harden is gonna get replaced, right?
Yeah, he got replaced by Jared Allen.
Oh Jesus, who? Oh, okay. So who replaced Draymond Green then?
DeJounte Murray.
Oh yeah, DeJounte Murray.
And LaMelo replaced Kevin Durant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna be I'm excited. I'm excited. I think it's gonna be a fun weekend.
Yeah, I
sure.
think it's gonna be good. I think I got Team LeBron though. Yeah, I'm going with Team LeBron on this one.
Yeah, we didn't even do the Did you see the celebrity team?
No, I didn't actually. I know Jack Harlow's in it.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna pull it up.
Jack Harlow, a couple guys, but
That's the only guy that matters on there. Jack Harlow. He's gonna win MVP. But we gonna move on to the predictions of the night. Starting off, I forgot today's date, February 17th. Thursday, we got Miami at Charlotte.
I think yeah. At Charlotte, Jimmy's not playing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jimmy's not gonna play probably because of All-Star. Yeah, I'm going with the Hornets. Nah.
No, I think he is gonna play. They didn't say he wasn't gonna play.
Yeah, the Heat are gonna win. The Heat are gonna win.
Yeah, I think they usually they usually bounce back after losses. So I think they should be. They should pull this game out. We'll see. But we have Washington at Brooklyn.
Yeah, Brooklyn. I think Brooklyn just got 2 big wins or a 2-game win streak after the 11-game win streaks. 11-game losing streak. So yeah, and the Wizards, I don't know.
I got the Wizards.
They
I feel
don't
like
got.
they've
They're
been
not
playing
that strong.
good. They've been playing good basketball though.
Yeah, they did win. Yeah, they're down with a lot of guys, and they pulled in 2 good-ass wins.
They play better without Bill. Build around Kuzma. Kuzma.
Yeah, he's been going crazy. Kuzma?
Sure. Yeah.
I think he's averaging like 30 ever since the trade. Like he played 2-3 games. He's been averaging 30 points. They have nobody else to go to on offense.
I want to see Porzingis play with them already. Porzingis playing with a guy like Kuzma is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I got Washington in this game. And then we're moving on. Dallas at New Orleans. Dallas for a fact.
I got Dallas.
Then we have
Dallas. They're playing good.
Philly at Milwaukee.
Yeah, that's a good ass game tonight.
That's a must watch.
It's a good ass game. Yeah, we need a win. It's a must win for us.
And I'm going with Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Giannis, I think Giannis is gonna go for like 40.
Yeah, I'm gonna just be biased on this one. I'm going with Philly.
It's fine. I'm biased on every time I pick the Heat games. Now I think it's gonna be a good game, especially.
I really do think we could beat them, but we'll see.
Yeah, I could beat anybody. It just depends on the night. But with Milwaukee,
and James Harden might play too. Saying that, imagine.
I'm about to say I don't think he's. I didn't see nothing about. They would have been saying that shit if he was gonna play.
Yeah.
But we're gonna see Giannis guard and Joel Embiid, so that's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Because usually it's Brook Lopez, but he's not there. And no way in hell if they put Bobby Portis guarding Joel Embiid, like he's gonna give him hell.
Yeah, I like this matchup. I want to see Embiid eat, and I think they won't double, so it could be a little bit more easier for him. Even though this year he's been playing so good off his back, man.
Yeah,
like,
so good off the basket, he's great.
Yeah, like he's averaging 4.5 assists. Like
this is career high.
Yeah, I don't know, but I every time I watch him, he's starting to give me that feeling of he's starting to turn into Jokic. Like he's getting way better.
Passing, his passing is way better than it was.
Now defensive teams are playing way different. Every game is zone now. Like every game is zone because we're already in the zone. We're not that good, so. And then they're forcing Embiid to play into his back. So
yeah, that's the best way to defend him. But it's just like I listened to an interview the other day of Austin Rivers. He went on Ryan Russillo's podcast, and he was like, the toughest thing about our team is every time we play somebody, they have a different defensive coverage for Jokic. And I'm pretty sure it's the same thing. Like, I never even thought about that, but I'm pretty sure it's the same thing with Philly. Like they see a different defense every single game because it's guys, the team just is focused on stopping Joel Embiid.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure the same thing happens with the Mavericks with Luka. Like you're gonna see a different defense every night out. Different guys defending you. Like
for sure.
I never even thought about that. But closing out the night, we have Houston at LA.
I
got the Lakers. Oh shit! Yeah. But I didn't even think about this.
The Clippers.
That tonight's the last night of games.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
I'm over here thinking we're about to be going on to a full prediction. We already did All-Star Weekend predictions.
Yeah. We got All-Star Weekend and we already did them, so.
Word. So then, when's the next games?
Next game, I think it's Wednesday?
Thursday? Yeah, so Monday, we'll probably just record. We could record one. Yeah, it'll probably just be a reaction to All-Star Weekend. Because it's not really...
Yeah, it's really not going to be nothing.
Yeah, maybe we do a reaction pod right after the All-Star game finishes, depending if you're out of work or not.
Yeah.
But that'll be all for today. Thank you guys for tuning in. And we'll be back Monday. Enjoy All-Star Weekend.
We'll enjoy. We out.